Sky? Sky? You okay?
A battle of swamps and a rivalry that might not be the most prominent for either of these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the LSU Tigers and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Gators will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the delay, it's Berry. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Gonna run it. It's Hall. Got enough for the first down. At the 20, he's got space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Running inside, it's Clark. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Gators in the hurry up. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Hits the hole. It's Pryor. Discards him with the stiff arm. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
They'll ride the hot hand. But got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gator! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he made the extra point without problem. And no chance at a return here. This drive at their own 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him try to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Hall. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Lots of room to run. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Out wide left, it's Harris. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
Nice job there. Good timing between wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Berry. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push him upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Moving the pocket, it's Levin. Right side, it's Harris. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Quick give. It's Clark. Gets it across the 10 to pick up a 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every point. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Just feeds the running back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
2nd and long here. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. Runs through a tackle. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Takes it from the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Gators will punt it away on fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Long way to go on second down. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Catch in the middle, it's Green. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Berry. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on 3rd down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the first down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
The corners are walked up tight. He wants to throw it again. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Just a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wilson has it over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Left side is Jackson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hits inside, it's ball. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Motion from the wideout. Making the adjustment on the play. Trying to slip through and pick it up. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to...
Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Got a little space. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on second and short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the draw, it's Berry. Enough to move the chains. Open space at the 25. Big touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with the Ohio Bobcats taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's Ohio engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They'll start on the ground with Durham. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Plows through the defense. Nice move there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Durham. He's got the 1st down. He's loose on the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Now on the move. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
He's got another 25. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Right side, it's Harris. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Got the first down. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Here's Jaden one more time. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's past the marker, and he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, that 4th down in medium range is really, really difficult. You want to play pass, you're expecting pass, but offensively, boom, you sneak it in there. That means you knew something. You saw.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The run inside. It's Ball. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Jones to throw. Rolls right. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Look out! And they got him.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Handoff, Caden Durham. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Quarterback changing the play. Jones wants to throw it. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Tigers! And they turn it into a defensive score. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Wants to throw one first. Out wide left, it's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
The The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. Left side is Singleton. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Pruitt. Rush right in his face. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. And the Gators are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He's looking to throw. Trying to bow his way out. And he crosses the goal line. He gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Lining up to add another. And it's perfect. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately
got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Deep in the end zone, it's Mays. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Pruitt. They're all over him. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Man, it's just been that kind of day. This is one of those games you just want to forget. They've been dominated in every phase. They're getting blown out. Now you give up a safety in the 4th quarter. There are a lot of coachable moments, a lot of teachable things this coaching staff's going to have to dig into here this week of practice.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Turning it on. The 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Mays. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Making the adjustment. Drops back, it's Pruitt. Stepping to the right. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Straight ahead, it's Pryor. Still on his feet at the 25. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. On fourth. Still running at the 40. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff,